Hello everyone. Good evening and good morning. So guys, I'm planning to conduct the multiple new batches on coming days. So especially this month, May 28th, means coming Wednesday. Okay. So I'm planning to start the late evening batch. That the timing is 11 p.m. IST to 12:30 a.m. IST. So this is a weekday batch, Monday to Friday. Okay. I'm planning to conduct the regular sessions on Monday to Friday. So duration is 60 days. So these timings, especially for US, UK, the students as well as and the real-time employees. Okay, right. And June 9th, so I'm planning to conduct the in June month. Okay, the one is evening time and one is morning one. Okay, so morning timing is actually 6 a.m. to 7 a.m. and the duration is 70 days. And evening actually 7 p.m. IST to 8:30 p.m. Okay, IST. Okay, so morning only 1 hour, but evening timing is like 7 p.m. to 8:30 p.m. IST, means 1 hour, 1.5 hour. Okay, here the duration is 60 days. Okay, and June 7th. Okay, so I'm planning to conduct the only weekend batch. So Saturday and Sunday. So timings actually every Saturday, Sunday morning 6 a.m. to 9 a.m. IST, means almost 3 hours duration. Okay, here duration is 70 days, means almost 8 weeks. Okay, fee is common for all the batches 10,000. So let me open the course content first. So for this is the course content. First, I'm gonna explain the basics part with respect to the Microsoft Azure, like before on-prem process, right? The challenges, okay, and why Azure, the way of portal creations. So inside we have a plenty of services available. Okay, so first I will explain the in detail with respect to the basics. Okay, and data engineer level like a storage accounts, keyword redundancies. Okay, and ETL, ELT. Okay, the build and deployment process, Medallion architecture, right? And migration process. First, I will explain the basics part. Okay, so even though I will explain some terminologies with respect to the Microsoft Azure Data Engineer. Okay, and what is big data, right? Uh, what is the difference between batch processing data, real-time streaming data? How many types of data formats are available in the market? Okay, once if you are good into the basics and terminology, so I will start the Azure Data Factory part. So here first, I will give the introduction with respect to the Microsoft Azure Data Factory. After that, I will explain each and everything as a scenario level, like a full load, incremental load, the way of handling the Azure SQL data, on-prem SQL data, REST API data, right? And the way of movementing the data from data lake gen to Snowflake, Snowflake to ADLS gen 2, right? And at the time of scenarios, I will explain the details with respect to the these data set parameters, linked service parameters, pipeline parameters, right? And multiple activities. Okay, calling one pipeline to another pipelines, right? So next, nested for each concept, right? Triggers concepts and data flows concepts. Okay, so I will explain the Azure DevOps here as well. The reason, so Azure DevOps is common for data factory level and Databricks level. So that is the reason here I'm covering the even the build and release process as well. Especially main thing is Azure Databricks. Here I will explain the Databricks. So inside Databricks options, workspaces, Unity catalog, right, and Delta live tables, and Databricks file systems. Okay, and the Spark, PySpark, right, and Spark architecture, right, clusters, and data frames, right, and and transformations, okay, and actions, okay, and PySpark related operators and PySpark functions, aggregation functions, and Windows functions, okay, and some important functions, right, and especially for partitioning, optimization techniques like caching, persistence, partitioning, repartitioning, coalesce, broadcast join. Okay, and what is delta and delta table, and the difference between Parquet and delta, right? So the way of reading the data from data lake gen to Databricks mount point creation, service principle, right? Auto loader, slowly changing dimensions, right? Databricks file systems, Delta live tables, everything I will cover here, especially in PySpark level. So here also Azure DevOps integration is common. The way of creating the branch, raising the pull request, right? And branching strategies, how in real time exactly we are going to follow the branching strategies part. So guys, one more thing. If you are planning to learn the Microsoft Azure Data Engineer, not only Microsoft Azure Data Engineer, anything, AWS or Azure GCP with respect to the data engineer, Python SQL is common. Okay, Python SQL is common. Anyway, I will cover the Python and SQL here, but just to come up with the SQL and Python basics. Okay, right. So here I'm giving the three real-time projects. One project completely into Azure Data Factory data flows concepts, the way of moving the data from on-premise to the SQL data to the Azure SQL. Second project, it is a combination of multiple services like a data factory, Databricks, Azure Data Lake Generation 2, Medallion architecture, loading the data into the either SQL or dedicated SQL pool. Third project related to the Apache Airflow. Okay. And I will show you the labs, Synops level and Snowflake level. So Monday to Friday, we have a regular sessions. Mainly here we're going to discuss the Azure Data Factory, Databricks, PySpark, SQL, and Python, and Apache Airflow, Fabric, and data warehouses. Okay. So Monday to Friday, I will conduct the regular sessions and like so multiple here I'm conducting multiple batches, right? So based upon your interest, you can reach out to me and register your details. Okay. So after the course, so I will give the three real-time projects, okay, and I will help you to set up the resume preparation, and I will give the FAQ, scenario-based questions with answers, project-related questions with answers, okay, and self-introduction, okay, and daily activities, right, a project explanation, everything. I will give the documentations, okay. Even though I will help to prepare the resume as well, and I will help to give the instructions with respect to the your LinkedIn setup and Naukri setup, right? And Fabric also here I'm going to cover. So uh, Fabric is actually I will try to cover in end of the course. The reason, so like first you need to understand the data factory concepts, Spark concepts, right? The data lake concepts. Then only you are in a position to understand the Fabric level here. So in Fabric here I'm covering the one lake, the same data factory, the pipelines, data flows, and PySpark. Okay, and data warehouses, right? The same data modeling. Okay, so same thing I'm going to implement into the Fabric level, right? So if anyone interested, okay, just reach out to me on my number. Okay, 7794939107. Right. Thank you, everyone.